Good morning, everybody. Well, it's kind of dreary out, but we're hoping it's going to be a super day today, and usually in South Florida this time it is. Soon it's going to be raining a little, but it's been pretty good. So we do need some rain. We got it a couple of days ago, and it did help our plants. The yard, the plants, the trees are looking beautiful. And that's why we love South Florida, because everybody's moving down here because they love the weather. Hey, they love the taxes, and they love the lifestyle. And it's amazing. In Coconut Grove, you can't find a house. There's only a couple of available, and that's what's going on. Have a new neighbor moved into a fabulous house next door to me, and no one seemed to have the thought and the idea, but they redesigned the kitchen and the interior, and the house is magnificent, really. Dear buddy of mine, Everett Sugarbaker, built that house, and it's just a piece of work. It is, and it's on one of the most beautiful pieces of land in Coconut Grove. So we wish our new neighbors super time to enjoy the home for them and their child. But today, we've got one of the interesting pieces of Dali. Dali worked with Dom. And Dom, they produced a lot of pieces of Dom glass that Dali designed with Dom himself. And it's kind of interesting because, here, let me read a little about what it says on it. This is called the Eye of Easter, and it was made in 1969. It's a glass pate. It's clear cobalt blue. Its height is 25 centimeters, and its addition of 150. And you see the eye, but what's interesting is on the back they have Dali's signature, and they have the number 135/150. So you know it's on a limited basis of a limited number of pieces. And I've shown some other pieces that I have by Dali that done in coordination with Dom. But what it says about this, in front of such a beautiful piece, Noel Dom asked himself, does the sculptor allow herself to dream? From the color of the sky, from which they also have their transparency, these eggs which fell from an Easter bell, returning from Rome, have a look that fixes upon you and attracts your attention. The pieces that they designed and put together are just absolutely incredible. But today we're going to talk to you about affiliated healthcare centers and how we can help you, your family, your friends, and people you know. Because no one does what we do at Affiliated Healthcare Center. What's kind of interesting, because when people get injured, today you go to a doctor or a physician and a chiropractor, whoever it is, and the attention and the care is not given. Why? Because medicine today does not take care of them. It does not give you the time to take care of what needs to be done and to analyze their problems. At Affiliated Healthcare, that's what we love to do. First of all, patients come in. We do a comprehensive consult. It can take us 10 minutes. Into one patient, it took almost over an hour. Then we do, on that, we get a history. We get prior care if there's been any treatment, any testing. And then, of course, we have to order all records. But then what we do is we do a comprehensive examination, and then we do x-rays as needed. And of course, afterwards, we're going to do physical therapy. But once we do that, we need to prepare and to designate as to which test we're going to need to do. And of course, at Affiliated Healthcare, we have the newest and the best MRI in the city. Why? Because it's updated from a hospital, and then before we bought it in March, it was updated again. It also has things that other MRIs in the city do not have. We do something called the DTI, diffuse tensor imaging, and it's what the pro football players use to determine a traumatic brain injury. Now, of course, it does your neck, your mid-back, your low back. It does all your extremities. It does your TMJ, your jaw joints. It does the brain. But the DTI is an extra test that determines the traumatic brain injury. So many times in the past, patients said to me, Dr. B, I'm dizzy, I'm not right, I can't see things. It's dizziness, I can't keep my attention, it's 3 months after an accident, 6 months, and it's just not right. Well, you do an MRI of the brain, it's negative. Well, the DTI had to find the maven of the readers, the expert of the expert out of Tampa, and they read our MRIs. And I had to find a computer program that analyzed it, which took me over 7 months to find, and then to find the readers. And now we have it. And it is amazing because it shows you that traumatic brain injury. And that's what shows the problems that people are having. But also when we do our MRIs, whether it's a shoulder, a knee, a neck, a back, a jaw, whatever, it shows us what kind of trauma and injuries have been sustained. And then, of course, we have our testing. We do our nerve testing to determine nerve damage, i.e. carpal tunnel, ulnaropathy, cubital tunnel, radiculopathy into the legs, numbness, tingling that people have. So it determines that there is a permanent type injury that's there. Also, we have the EEG that reads the brain waves. So if there's real damage also secondary to the trauma, we can see it. Or that's also used for when people have epilepsy too. So also we do the VNG, visual nystagmography, that can show and does show a brain lesion. So we have all these different tools to see what is going on. Then on top of it, we start off with our chiropractors or directly with our MDs, depending on what's needed. And that we can give the patients the care and the treatment they need. And that's what we do. Now it depends also too on whether it's a chiropractic, orthopedic, or a combination of all these things that we need to take care of. And that's why we do have specialists. We have Thomas D. Riley IV, who's our board certified orthopedist in sports medicine. He takes care of all extremities, shoulders, knees, ankles, wrists, hands, feet, you name it, he does it all. And he's there to help our people. And it's amazing that he is such a caring doctor and is so concerned. Plus, each and every one of our doctors, like Dr. Riley, wants to review any prior records. Also, God forbid if they had another accident sometime before that could affect them, and this secondary accident could really cause severe problems. On top of that, we do have our neurologist, Dr. Jose Marquez. And Dr. Marquez is an incredible diagnostician. It's amazing how he reviews the records, sits down with our patients, and goes over their problems to determine what really is going on and the after effects that they can and will and might have. Then on top of that, we have an orthopedic spine surgeon, and we have also a physiatrist, Dr. Stephen Burak. Dr. Burak is just an incredible doctor. It's B-U-R-A-C-K, no relationship. I'm 5'7", he's 6'4", but he does our physical and rehab medicine, and he does our pain management for epidurals, facets, rhizotomies. It's pain management. Epidurals usually using steroids, sometimes it could be PRP, whatever he determines on each patient. But also too, he does something called an RFA, a radiofrequency ablation. It's a rhizotomy. When patients don't want surgery or they don't need surgery, but there's severe pain, it burns the nerve root. It's only good for 1.5 years, but that has to be continued to be done. But it does help to get rid of that severe nerve pain. Also, we have a podiatrist, Dr. Richard Fields, and Dr. Fields is there on those feet. That's all he handles, that's all he does, and he also is a surgeon too. So we combine all these things. We now have a fabulous nurse practitioner, and she coordinates working with our orthopedists and other doctors, and she also assists Dr. Riley in our surgical center. So it's kind of interesting, the staff we have. And to back them up in the surgical center, we have some new staff that are there that help to coordinate the patients, the care, the treatment, the testing, also to oversee our surgical center, our supplies, to make sure everything's kept up to date. And we also have an anesthesiologist and nurse anesthetist for our surgical center. Our surgical center, we're going to be showing you some pictures in the next couple of weeks, and it came out, the new one, just absolutely magnificent. I mean, it's amazing what we have and how we put it together, the room, the space, and you know, as the rest of our offices, and especially our main office, the artwork is just the best you can find. And of course, we've got some incredible Dali pieces. We've got some great sculptures. We got some sculptures from other people like Moore, and different things. We've got one beautiful original Brito. So the idea in Affiliated is, it's not only that we're going to have the best doctors, equipment, supplies, but we want to make sure that it's the kind of place that you want to come to, your family wants to come to, and you're going to feel relaxed, because it's not just this dreary, kind of ugly, unfinished, just a nothing place. We had a new staff member who joined us yesterday, and she came into the office, and when she saw the surgical center and the rest of the office, her eyes brightened up, and she said, wow, I've never seen an office like this, and I've been in many surgical places, and some I've worked at, some I visited, some I even had some work done, but nothing looks like what we have. And of course, all our staff is so helpful, and they're there to help you. And remember, Dr. Burak is always there 24/7. Remember, we're the healthcare center with a heart. And our main office is at 8000 Southwest 67th Avenue, off of 67th and US 1, next to the Big Cheese restaurant. It's a place that we and our patients and our staff, of course, hang out and get our food, and we enjoy that restaurant. And as far as family restaurants, there's none better. Those full dinners are enough for 2 or 3 people, so it's kind of fun. But remember, the most important thing about us is the care, the time, and the energy that we take care of for our people. Today, when you're involved in an accident, getting that specialized care with all those different specialists, all in one facility where we can take care of it all. And it's interesting too, because some of the people we get are very interesting. But because of the injuries, we don't care. When someone gets hurt and someone needs care, we're there. And yesterday we had a patient who was so severely injured in an accident, we had to refer him out for a special facility for the pain, because certain things we cannot do and we cannot take care of. And when pain is that severe, our doctors are limited in the medications that they can do. So we had to refer this patient to a special place that just handles severe pain people. And also sometimes some of these people end up getting addicted to medications. So we had to send them out to a special place. And of course, we're going to coordinate our care with them to make sure we take care of the patient. But every person's different. Every problem's different. Combination problems are different. But we have to assess each person and make sure we take care of their care and their problems. And that's what we do at Affiliated. Also, we have some really cool things like PRP, platelet-rich plasma. Instead of doing surgery, a lot of times we could just take someone's own blood platelets, take a tube of blood, spin it, get your platelets, put an activating agent in it, and the body can heal the body. But we always try conservative methodologies before we do aggressive. And that's imperative. You know, Once in a while, we get someone that's just right away, you get them in the door, you see they can't even walk or they can't lift that arm, and you do an MRI. But usually, we always try the conservative methodology. And of course, we only can do surgeries if patients want it. The doctors do recommendations, but it's up to our patients to decide what they want to do. And we're there to help them. And I'll tell you, we work with a lot of attorneys, a lot of insurance companies, a lot of employers, a lot of individuals. We work with everyone. We don't just work with this one or that one or whoever. Our job is to help people. That's what I love why we do what we do, because we get to help people. And we have offices. Our main offices is South Miami, West Kendall, Homestead, Tavernier, and Pembroke. And right now we're in the negotiations of 2 more offices, and when we get those together, we're going to let you know. So we're really excited at Affiliate Healthcare Center to help you, your family, your friends, people you know you work with. It's amazing how many people get hurt, need care. In most places, they're just not committed to do the work, or they're not workable to handle these kind of problems, where people have multiple problems. Because a lot of times you're injured in an accident, it's just not the neck or the back, or the shoulder or the knee, or the head, or plastics, or scars, or whatever. Affiliated Healthcare Center, remember, we're the healthcare center with a heart. And whatever you need, whatever you want, we're there for your help. And that's why I love what I get to do, and I'm still doing it to this day. This is my 44th year, and I'm still having fun helping people. How many people can say that in their work, that they can do that and help people and make people happy? But I want to thank you all for coming to see us, for letting us helping you and taking care of you, your family, and your friends, and your associates, and everyone you know. It looks like the sun's starting to come out. I'm glad to say we live here in Miami, and I want everybody to have a beautiful day. You remember, the eye of Easter. Take care and bye now.